Hi guys, today I want to talk about Neville Goddard and specifically a technique that he created called the revision technique. It's very, very simple and extremely powerful. I use this in my own life all the time whenever I feel like things just aren't going my way. So, what the technique entails is at the end of the day, when you've completed your day and you're ready to go to sleep, then you mentally replay the events of the day. But what you do is instead of replaying it exactly as it occurred, you actually change something in your imagination as if it occurred correctly. So, an example I'll give you is that last week I did this technique. I had a sales call with a prospect and it didn't go well. It was actually like just a super bad fit for multiple reasons. So when I was replaying my day at the end of the day in the evening, I replayed the conversation as actually I had a qualified lead. So the person was a good fit, and the conversation went really well, and they signed up for my program as well. So after this technique, the very next day, I kid you not, I got 3 new sales calls booked. So that is an action. I've used this technique also when I was working in the corporate world to replay various events of the day, whether it's doing a presentation for work or interaction with coworkers or teammates or clients. I've also done this in my personal life to change relationships with my family that I have. So the use cases are numerous. It really doesn't matter what you are trying to change, but you just change it by using this very simple technique. So again, at the end of the day, you just replay the day exactly as it occurred, but then you change the specific moments that you wish had gone different, and you imagine it in the exact way that you would have liked it to occur. So when you're doing this technique, what is occurring in your mind is actually you're rewiring your neural pathway and you're telling your brain that this is occurring instead of that is occurring. And what that happens is it's training your brain to then create those experiences. And your reticular activating system, specifically your RAS for short, is what is working to then go out and help you do the actions that are needed, those micro actions, to then create the reality you want. So that's on a neuroscience level. There's a whole energetics and quantum mechanics and quantum physics side into it that I'm not going to get into because the science there is a little bit wonky. But from a neuroscience standpoint, it's very, very true. So in the example that I gave of the sales calls, right? I had a sales call that didn't go so well, and then I got 3 new bookings. I was probably taking some micro actions that I'm not conscious of. Maybe I created a specific kind of social media post or a specific action that I took to then create that reality. I'm not sure what I specifically did, but you're teaching your brain to then go after this, and then you will subconsciously start doing the things that are needed to then create that reality for yourself and have that change in your life that you desire. Now, the other thing I'll add is that in this example that I gave of the sales calls for myself, the change is pretty quick. It was within 24 hours, but it's not always within 24 hours. In the past, it has not always been that fast. It can take longer. So it's really important to do this technique every single day in all of the interactions you have, because if the gap is really wide, if you're over here in point A of your current circumstances and you're trying to get over here, which is very, very different, then it's going to take lots of revisioning techniques to get there. In my case, I think maybe I wasn't that far. The gap was short. So if the gap is short, change is much faster. But if the gap is wider, then the change takes a little bit longer. Because again, you're changing those pathways. And some of them are deeper than others. So go ahead and give this a try and let me know. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.